Hi, Bethany. I wanted to see if you could schedule to take care of my kids for the week of the 7th next month. I've just been asked to go on a business trip and they really need me there. I'm available from the 6th until the 15th. How long will you need me? Oh, bless you. You're the best nanny in the world. The trip is only supposed to go until the 11th, but it would be a big help if you could stay with them until the 13th. I might be able to win a contract that will let me work from home more often. Of course, it's no problem at all. Your kids are so well behaved, I have no trouble taking care of them for as long as you need me. Don't worry, you'll get a nice bonus since this isn't a lot of notice. I do work for tips. You should aim higher. After all, you're worth your weight in gold. Thank you, Miss Braden. No, thank you. Have a great week and see you on Monday. You too. See you on Monday, bright and early. Don't remind me.
Hey, Sandra. I thought I should check in on you to see how you're holding up.
Hey, Jamie. I'm managing. Between work and the kids, I have enough to keep me from sinking into depression. When it gets quiet, I'm still devastated that Oliver is gone.
I know. He was the best younger brother. He should have lived so much longer.
How are you holding up?
About the same. Heather and I have our hands full with 4 kids. I just don't have the energy to deal with them at the end of the day.
Maybe you should try something fun, like going to the park. It's a different environment and lets you have fun.
Then I have to load everyone up in the car. Sounds like a lot of work.
Isn't there one at the end of your street?
I don't want to have to carry everything down to the park. You've got 3 kids, so you should know how difficult it is going out in public with them.
We actually go to the park a couple of times a week.
What? How are you able to do that and work too?
I hired a nanny a couple of months ago when I went back to work.
You got a nanny?
Yeah, I kind of had to because I couldn't quit working and they still need a lot of attention.
So you have someone else raising your kids?
She only comes by a couple of times a week when I need to go into the office or if I have a conference call.
Whoa, I had no idea that you were left in such good shape when my brother died.
No, I'm not really well off. I had gotten a promotion a couple of days before he died. Most of the money comes from that.
Come on. I'm sure that my brother left you a nice little nest egg.
Not really. I've been the primary breadwinner. He was a freelancer, but he primarily took care of the kids.
I know that he had life insurance. Since he was so young, I'm sure they paid a really pretty penny.
Wow, okay, I'm really not comfortable reducing my late husband to what I got after he died.
Oh, come on. He was my brother. I just mean that I know he was the kind of man who would make sure his family was set up if something happened to him.
He did a lot, yes, but not the way you are thinking.
If he didn't, how could you afford to pay a nanny when it's just you?
Sorry, Jamie, I need to get going. My daughter has a ballet lesson and I need to get her ready.
Wow, you're even putting your kids in a ballet class?
Yes, we're members at the local Y and they have a lot of classes. You and Heather should check it out.
Thanks for the tip, I'll let her know.
Have a great evening.
You too.
Hi, Sandra. Did you know that your sister-in-law was going to be coming by today? Heather? No. I talked to her husband yesterday, but no one talked about visiting each other. Well, she's here and says she needs to run an errand. Oh, she's gone. That's weird. She left her 4 kids. Are you kidding me? Will you be okay? Yeah, it's just unexpected. I'm so sorry, Bethany. I'll pay you extra. She said she wasn't going to be gone long, so I don't think it'll be a problem. Still, it wasn't part of the job description, you taking on 7 kids. I'm sure it'll be fine. They're all getting along really well. Maybe the change will be good for the kids. They don't get to see their cousins all that often, so it probably is a nice change for them. I just wanted to let you know in case you had planned something and forgot. Thank you. Nope, this was not scheduled at all. Please let me know when she comes and gets them. Okay. Hi, Heather. Bethany texted me to let me know that you left the kids with her. In the future, please let me know when you plan to stop by. Wow, that's how you say hello? We haven't talked in a few months and you just jump right into nagging me? I'm not nagging. I just don't want to overburden my nanny. We have a contract, so she can't go taking on extra kids. It's only for an hour or two. I have to run a few errands, and it's impossible to do them with all the children. You still need to let me know. Bethany is a great nanny. I don't want her to quit because she's overworked. Stop being such a drama queen. It's not for long. She'll be fine. Just let me know before you come to my house, please. What would you have done if they weren't there? I would have stopped by later. Wait, what? Oh, please. Jamie was talking about how much money you got from his brother dying. The least you could do is to help us out every once in a while. Wow, okay. That is not even remotely relevant, and it is highly inappropriate. I see what Jamie meant about you being stuck up and condescending. You have a nanny, and I needed some time away from my kids. Don't do it again, Heather. My nanny is not your employee. Fine. I won't bother you or your family again. I'm not saying you're bothering me, but you're expecting something from someone who works for me based on a contract. I have to follow it or I could lose her. You could just hire another nanny. I would rather you just let me know what's happening. Then I can check with her. Bethany should at least get a heads up before you leave your kids at my house. I don't know why it's such a big deal. If I could afford a nanny, I would let you use her to help with your kids. And Bethany may be all right with occasionally taking on a few extra kids. I just need a warning so I can talk to her about it first. Fine, fine. I'll try to remember to tell you in the future. Hi, Sandra. Heather left with the kids a while ago. Great, thank you for letting me know. Did she apologize for leaving them with you? No, but she did say thanks for watching them. She looked a bit more energized. I suppose that's good for her. But I feel bad that she put you in a position where you had to take on more than twice the number of kids that we had agreed. It's fine. I don't mind sometimes helping out when people have so many children. After all, this is my dream job. That's great to hear. And it's why you're such an amazing nanny. Still, I don't want my in-laws taking advantage of you. There are two of them. If she really needs to do something, there are other options. What do you mean? My brother-in-law could give her a break. Or she could take them to one of their parents' house. All 4 grandparents are still alive, and I'm sure they would love to see their grandkids. Also, they live just a few blocks from his parents. I can't see how bringing them all the way over to my house is more convenient than going there. Yeah, that doesn't make much sense. Anyway, thank you for handling it so gracefully. Let me know if there's anything you want for dinner, and I'll pick up a meal so you can either eat with us or have something nice to take with you. That's so sweet. Actually, the kids pretty much went right down for naps. I've taken the time to get some extra studying done. I'm glad it worked out for you. Let me know if you need any help with the studying. There aren't many things in your line of work where I can help, but you said you had a course about finances? Yes, I do, and it is kicking my butt. Okay, when I get home, we can go over anything you don't understand. Or you can bring it on Thursday and we can go over it then. That would be fantastic. I didn't bring it today, but I can definitely bring the stuff I need to review on Thursday. Great! And don't forget to let me know what you want for dinner, huh? Hi, Sandra. I have a concern about your in-laws. What's wrong? I need to get to a meeting in 15 minutes, but I can let them know I won't be there if you need to talk. I don't think we need to talk right now, but I wanted to let you know that she's now dropping the kids off every time I'm over here. What? That is completely unacceptable. Why didn't you tell me when she did it the second time? Things went so well the first time, I thought it might be great for the kids. Then she just kept coming back. This week she's come every day I've been here. How did she know when you were working? I told her. Why? I thought she was just being friendly. Now I realize what she's been doing. Since you're leaving on a business trip next week, I knew I had to say something. I already told her about your business trip. Ugh, I'm so sorry, Bethany. You shouldn't have been put in this situation not once, let alone every time you work. I wish you would have said something sooner. I'm sorry. I just thought it would be fun, not realizing that she would start taking advantage of the situation. Today she arrived 30 minutes after you left. She'll return around 5. What? That's absolutely ridiculous. You've been doing way too much work. I'm gonna call my brother-in-law and let him know this is unacceptable. I don't want to start any drama, though. You didn't start anything. You should have been speaking up about it this whole time. I told them they couldn't do this. that they had to let me know before leaving the kids at my house. Expecting you to take care of 7 kids every time you're there is absolutely unacceptable. Thank you for taking care of it. I've been too exhausted to do my homework when I get home lately, so I knew that I needed to let you know before you leave for the trip. I'll contact Jamie, but I think it's safe to say that there's a good chance that they're not going to listen. I'm sorry. The only thing you did wrong was to not tell me sooner. Please always feel free to let me know if you have any concerns, especially if someone is taking advantage of you. I've never been good at telling people no. And you don't have to. I'll be the bad guy. I'll be home soon. If you want to take tomorrow off, I'll pay for it anyway. After all, you've already worked more than double what we had agreed. Well, that's not necessary. Yes, it is. You worked so much harder than you should have, so I'm gonna make sure you get paid for all of your work. Thank you. See you soon. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Sandra. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Tired, but happy it's nearly the weekend.
Same. But I'm also concerned.
Really? Is something wrong?
Did you know that Heather is leaving all 4 of your kids with my nanny?
Yeah, she said she was gonna use the nanny every now and then.
I'm not okay with it unless you guys let me know first. I told her that 3 weeks ago. I thought that she was gonna respect that, but my nanny just told me that Heather dropped the kids off every day she was here this week and left them there all day.
I'm sure Heather just needed a break. She hasn't gotten much time off this year. I mean, you got to take several months off, so you're much better rested.
Do you mean that I took a couple of months off because my husband died? Do you really think that I was relaxing during that time? I was mourning, Jamie.
Yeah, but it wasn't like you had to go to work, and your parents helped you with the kids.
I hope you're not being serious right now. In addition to the funeral, wake, and memorials, I had to help my children who didn't understand where their dad had gone.
At least it was different from the usual. Maybe you even felt better about going back to work.
Jamie, I don't even know what to say to that.
It's because you know I'm right.
No, you really aren't. You know, I would have been willing to help Heather if she had done like I told her to and contacted me before dumping her kids on my nanny. Since neither she nor you seem to have any respect for me, my nanny, or my current situation, I'm telling my nanny that she is never to open the door for your wife, you, or the kids.
Oh, really? So you get to live comfortably off my brother's life insurance, and yet you won't give my wife a break? You're so mean, Sandra. It's probably for the best that my brother died before realizing what kind of person you are.
Since you're clearly not going to be rational about this, I'm gonna keep talking to you. You've been warned. Make sure you tell Heather. Apparently she's blocked me.
Yeah, she said you were being all stuck up about the whole nanny thing, so I can understand her blocking you.
Well, you had better make sure she knows not to drop them off again. My nanny will not be watching her kids any longer.
As long as you have the money from my brother's death, we have a right to it too.
Hey, Bethany. How's the studying going? It's going pretty well. How are the kids? Excited that they have a day with their mother not working? I know that will make them really happy. Yeah, maybe I should do it more often. After this trip, I should have more time with them. They would love that. Don't worry, I won't need you any less, so there won't be any reduction in your hours. I wasn't thinking about that, but it's good to know that you don't need to change the schedule. Oh, that reminds me. I have my schedule for next semester. I'll send it along this evening when I have dinner. Sounds good. Oh, I wanted to let you know also that Heather showed up today, about 30 minutes after I usually leave. She was not happy when I opened the door. Oh my goodness. I can't imagine how she reacted since she couldn't just leave them today. She tried to tell me that I needed to watch her kids since I changed my schedule. I laughed in her face and told her to leave. Did she? She did, but not without some very verbally abusive words. I have no idea how her kids turned out as good as they did. I'm really sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. No. Again, the only thing you did wrong was not telling me sooner. She now thinks she's entitled to your services without paying a dime. Do you think she'll show up next week? Oh, yes. She will definitely show up again next week since she knows I'm going on a trip. I'm so sorry that I told her. Stop apologizing. You didn't know that she was going to use what you told her as a way of dumping her kids here. I'm sure even you would have said no if you would have had any clue that was what would happen. It's true. 7 young kids for a full day is a bit much, even for me. Not sure how to keep a 9-year-old happy while also keeping a couple of toddlers out of trouble. It's easy in the short term, but for the full day... I know. I find that 3 to be about my max. They're great, but so tiring. I don't know how you do it. It's what I love to do. I look forward to being a teacher. I would say your kids are great practice, but I don't think that most kids will be so easy to take care of. Oh, thanks. They love you too. For next week, would you like to spend a few days at a resort with the kids? My parents can also take care of them, so you can do some extra studying. I would love to. Are you sure that will be all right? Oh, the place is fantastic. We were supposed to go earlier this year, so I'm sure they will love the surprise. Are you sure that you don't want to take them with you instead? It's fine. I've had a hard time getting excited since it reminds me that I would be taking them alone. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can take them. It will be a really nice change of pace, and I appreciate that I won't be there if Heather shows up anyway. I'll swap you information. What do you mean? You send along your schedule for next semester, and I'll send you the information for check-in. My parents will meet you there on Thursday so you can enjoy a 3-day weekend. That's so sweet. Thank you so much, Miss Braden. Thank you for being so wonderful through this difficult situation. You've been absolutely wonderful. Oh, well, if you keep giving me bonuses like the check yesterday and free vacations, I may just be willing to take on a bit more drama. I really hope not. You may be up for the drama, but I'm definitely not. I'll send along the information in a few hours. Have a great day. You too. Jamie, you had better get in contact with your wife.
Really? That's how you greet me? Fat chance if you're gonna start off rude.
I don't have time for this, Jamie. Your wife left your kids at my house. Seriously, Jamie? You need to get Heather to come and pick them up right now. Jamie, there is no one there besides your kids. Your wife dumped them on the porch and they've been there on their own for over an hour. Now they're throwing mud and rocks at my windows. Last chance. If I don't hear back from you in the next 2 minutes, I'm calling the police. All right, I'm on the phone with the police. The cops have your kids. Good luck getting them back. They said they're opening a CPS case because your wife abandoned them at an empty house.
How dare you call the cops on our children? What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry, who is this?
This is your mother-in-law. I can't believe how cold-hearted you are.
Ah, Barbara. Perhaps you weren't aware, but I'm currently on a business trip, so my kids are not there. No one is home. Your other daughter-in-law left your grandkids on my porch. Baxter is just a toddler. It's amazing he didn't get hurt after she abandoned him.
He was not abandoned. You should have let your nanny take care of them.
Are you kidding me? Why would I do that when I'm not paying for her to watch 7 children?
Then you should have increased her pay. My son left you plenty of money, but you're a heartless woman who refuses to help your own family.
Okay, that is wrong on so many levels. I'm paying for my nanny with the money I earn from my job. None of the money I have is from his life insurance.
That's not what Jamie said.
That's because your son wouldn't listen to me when I tried to explain it.
My sweet baby boy would never leave his family in a bad financial situation. That means you must be lying.
Oh my. You know what? I really don't care what you guys think. If you think that Heather needs help, you should have taken her kids. I know just how much stay-at-home parents work, but she uses my nanny every day when my nanny works. If she needs that much help, you need to step up.
How heartless are you? I can't believe that my son married such a monster. I don't even know when we'll get our grandbabies back now because you decided to call the police.
Maybe you should save your anger for the daughter-in-law who abandoned them. I told her that as long as she told me she was going to drop them off so I could coordinate with my nanny, that was fine within reason. She decided to ignore all of that, go behind my back, stress out my nanny, and abandon her children. None of that is my fault.
I will never forgive you for this.
That's fine. After what your family has put me through, how you refuse to listen and feel entitled to whatever I have, I don't think I'm gonna miss you guys.
Did you know about what Heather was doing?
Oh, you've unblocked me now? I really don't have time for your BS, Jamie.
I asked you a question, Sandra.
I don't care, Jamie.
Did you know that Heather was going to her boyfriend's house when she left the kids with your nanny? Were you helping her?
Are you on something? I didn't know what she was doing. Nor did I care beyond the fact that she was using my nanny without coordinating it. I can't say that I'm surprised that she's a cheater, though. Makes sense, considering how little she cares about her kids.
Then you should have told me. How could you let your brother-in-law go through so much? I've already lost my brother. Now I might lose my kids because you called the police on them.
Jamie, your wife left them at an empty home to go screw someone else. I warned you that they were alone at my house, but you ignored me. Since I was out of state, there really wasn't any way for me to make sure they didn't get hurt, or worse, killed, because you guys refused to listen.
You're right. It is her fault that the kids have gotten away from us. I'm gonna make sure she never sees the kids again.
Well, good luck to you.
Is that all you have to say?
After the way you and your family treated me, I don't know why you expect me to be emotionally invested in any of the adults. I care about what happens to the kids. In fact, I would be more than happy to adopt them if it came down to that. At least I could renegotiate my nanny's contract or hire someone else.
But I miss my kids. I want them back.
Maybe you should have thought of that before you sided with your no-good wife and blamed me for putting my foot down.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said all that to you. I just thought that my brother would have wanted my kids and his kids to play.
Yes, but he wouldn't have wanted that to come at the expense of his wife and the people helping her. You guys massively overstepped your bounds, and right now I really have enough to manage without any more drama from your family.
Can't you at least help me with the kids? Please, I'm begging you.
I don't know what you expect me to do. I don't know the system, and I don't have any say. All I did was report abandoned children at my house. There is no reason for them to listen to me anymore.
Can't you at least try?
I ended up blocking my late husband's family for a few months because I simply couldn't handle their drama. Although I didn't tell them, I did talk to the kid's caseworker and told her that Jamie generally was a loving father, but he was a bit blind when it came to his wife's behavior. When I finally unblocked Jamie and his parents, they apologized profusely, saying that they were wrong and they hoped that I wouldn't keep my children from them. Eventually, they got their kids back, and Jamie would be a lot more appreciative of his time with them. I think he and his parents have worked out a schedule for them to take the kids part-time, and he's working from home a couple of days a week. I hope that it works out for them, although it's too soon to do more than a very, very rare visit so the kids can play together. Jamie and Heather divorced. Last I heard, she had moved in with her lover, but that ended quickly when he had to put up with her all the time. Apparently, he wasn't too happy with the person she was when she dropped the act. I don't know what happened to her after he kicked her out, and to be honest, I don't care. Bethany, my kids, and I have settled down into a much happier norm. We moved not long after the incident, mostly because it was so painful to live there. Escaping my in-laws was just a fantastic bonus. We're in a place that is closer to my parents, and I get to work from home all of the time. Bethany is graduating later this year, and my kids are going to miss her terribly when she gets a job. But now they get to spend more time with my parents, and that is something that makes my family feel so much closer.